All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Karkadash, and the Heavenly Father. True name is Yahweh, and his unbegotten Son, Bahashem, in the name of Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai. Those are the true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, Galash Wakadash Sultan. And I say Barak Thumb to the elders and apostles, Wa'akim, Wa'akwaf, and I say Shalom. And this is a sit-down lesson in the Book of Ecclesiastes, Chapter 3, verse 7. That's going to be the title of the sit-down lesson. And this is the Book of Ecclesiastes, Chapter 3, verse 7 reads, it says, in that time to rend, in that time to sow, in that time to keep silent, in that time to speak. Right, so we're in the type of, we are in a time of speaking, speaking of biblical signs and, prophecies coming past, we feel. Just like the book of Habakkuk 2 and verse 3, for the vision shall be upon the time, the end shall speak, not lie, tarry, wait for it, because surely come not tarry, because the prophecies and biblical signs are not tarrying, they are increasing by the day, and they are going to come to pass, we feel, because we're in those times. It's like in the upper verses, the beginning of Ecclesiastes 3, 3 and verse 1, we're in those times, seasons, and every purpose of heaven, because we've seen all these signs that Yahweh Shemashai is showing us. It's the Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh, and His unbegotten Son, Hamashiach Kabashai, showing us all these biblical signs and signs of times. We've seen the war, evil, and pestilence are increasing. We've seen the signs of the sun and the moon and the stars as well too. And upon the earth, expressive nations will perplexity rich born. So we're definitely are in those modern day times and seasons, and they they only going to continue to increase as the days progresses on. So we're definitely are in those times and seasons of speaking about increasing biblical signs and prophecies. They ain't going to come to pass, we feel, as we see the days progresses on. So that's something going to continue to increase on a daily basis, because these are the very important signs that the Heavenly Father spoke about from the days before the eve from the beginning. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 7, in their time to reign, in their time to sow, in their time to keep silent, in their time to speak. Right, so we're in the time speaking of biblical signs are increasing. Right, time for everything. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1, in their time to everything. It says, to everything there is a season. There is a time, seasons in every purpose of heaven. Right, so we're living in modern day times and seasons in every purpose of heaven, which is modern day biblical signs of the signs of times. And this is the book of Habakkuk 2 in verse 1. It says, and I will stand upon my watch and set upon the tower when I will watch to see what I shall answer unto, what I shall answer on reproof. Habakkuk 2 verse 2, and the power of Yahweh answered me and say, write the vision, make a plain upon the table that he made it run and read for me. Habakkuk 2 verse 3, it says, for the vision is yet for the appointed time, the end shall speak, not lie, tarry, wait for it, because we should come, not tarry. Right, so it should not tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, not tarry. Right, so the biblical signs and prophecies are not tarry, and that shit will come. We see it start increasing more and more as the days progress on, as I mentioned before. So the biblical signs and prophecies is only going to continue to increase. All right, once again, Ecclesiastes 3 and verse 7. In the time to reign, in the time to sow, in the time to keep silent, in the time to speak. Right, so we're in the time speaking of biblical signs and prophecies going to continue to increase. So with that, hopefully this sit-down lesson was edifying in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 7. And that was the title of the sit-down lesson, so hopefully this was edifying. And with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakakadash. And the Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh, and His unbegotten Son, Bahashem, in the name of Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai. Those are the true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew of the Lashmokadash tongue. And I say Barak to the elders and apostles, Wa'akim, Wa'akwaf. Till next time, I will say Shalom.